Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Vivian. I'm a robotics engineer with a love for all things beauty and makeup related, and today is going to be a little mini declutter. I was going through my collection and just realized there were a lot of products that I don't really use or, just I have an excess of, and decided to declutter some of them. So I already picked out the products that I am going to declutter. They're in this little basket here. There's maybe like a little bit more than I was expecting. There's a few different blushes, a few different like eyeliners, a few different lip products. So we're just gonna go through these real quick. I'll probably just go through them and let you guys know why I'm decluttering them. Some of these are obviously just going like straight into the trash, and then some of them I'll probably give away to friends and family. If you like this video or these types of videos, be sure to like and subscribe if you aren't already, and let's just hop into it. Let's start off with a couple like miscellaneous things. The first thing I'm decluttering is this mascara from Milk Makeup. This is the Rise mascara that's waterproof. I hate the smell of this. When I first tried it, the mascara itself is fine. Like, it holds a curl relatively well. It doesn't really smudge on me. So the mascara, it's fine. But I cannot stand the smell of this mascara. I don't know why. It just smells like cat food to me. I really hate it. Packaging is cute, don't get me wrong. I really like the rubberiness of this mascara, and the effect of it was nice, but I cannot get over the smell. I hate putting it on. Just overall like an unpleasant experience. And I have a lot of mascaras. I have my like tried and true mascaras that I reach for all the time, so didn't really feel like using this. There are a couple different like eye and brow type things in here. I'm getting rid of these 3 eyeliners. This first one is from LA Girl. This is the Pastel Dream Auto Eyeliner, and the eyeliner itself is really nice. I have 2 other shades of this that are like a pastel pink and a pastel purple, and something about this is just a little bit too bright. And I have a different eyeliner from Kulfi that's kind of similar, and it's also a pastel blue shade, but I like that pastel blue more than I like this one. So this one over here is the pastel one from LA Girl, and then this one right here is the one from Kulfi. So I just like the tone of the Kulfi one a little bit more, and I like the like opacity of the Kulfi one. They're both really good eyeliners. I like the formula. I just prefer that other color, and I don't see myself reaching for both. So getting rid of this. The next eyeliner here is the e.l.f. and Jen Atkin Zero Effort Liner. I just never really reached for this. I feel like I only kept this around to be kind of like a smudgy eyeliner, but honestly, when I use eyeliner like this lately, I've pretty much only been using like a shadow to smudge out my liner. I tried using this in my waterline as well, but it is very smudgy and it takes a really long time to set down, so it just transferred down. It got everywhere. Because of that, I just feel like I'm not going to use this at all, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Someone else will probably like it a lot more than I would. Not a fan of this really. I'm gonna get rid of it. The last eyeliner is this one from Glossier. This is the #1 pencil in the shade Rococo. Swatched, it looks beautiful. It's this really deep kind of shimmery eggplant color, and on my hand it's gorgeous, but on my eyes it just doesn't work. Like, I tried using this in my lash line, didn't show up. I tried using this as like a top of the lash line, and I didn't really like the way that looked either. It was really hard to blend out with like a smudger brush, and because of that, it's just not really usable in the way that I would use it. So getting rid of this. This is relatively new, so I'll probably give it to my cousin or something. The color is stunning. Like, I think that'd be so pretty as like a liner or as like a lash line type of thing, and it just doesn't work for that, so we're gonna get rid of this. The next thing I'm decluttering is this NYX Multitasker Mixing Medium. I just don't really have a use for this, honestly. I picked this up in the beginning to be kind of like a, I don't know, like a mixing medium to put in powder eyeshadows to create graphic liners, but I don't use it, and I don't see the point in holding on to it for like a method that I'm not going to use. So I'm going to declutter this as well. And the last like eye area thing that I'm decluttering is actually the e.l.f. brow lift. I've tried a lot of things to get this to work, but it's just too heavy for my brows. My brows are really thin and they get weighed down so easily. There are very few products that actually give me like that lifted like fluffy brow look, and this is just too heavy. I've tried everything. I tried to go in with like very little product, but it always just droops, so this didn't work out for me. The next thing here is actually this Burt's Bees, the luminizer. I just don't reach for this at all. Like, I have a few different glow booster type of products. I have the e.l.f. Halo Glow, I have the Orc Glow Lust, I have a couple different like just glowy primers in general, and I just never reach for this. I don't really like it as a highlighter. This tone specifically is like a little bit too deep to be a highlighter. I don't reach for it. I don't think I've even used this since like when I first got it, and I think it's just probably better if I just declutter it, give it to someone else who would use it, would like it. So getting rid of this as well. I have a few different blushes that I'm decluttering, and it's not because I don't particularly like any of them. I just have a couple others that I prefer a little bit more, and these are kind of in the same shade type of thing. So the first thing I am gonna declutter is this one from The Same. This is the Salmon single blusher in the shade Dragon Red. It is gorgeous. Like, this shade is stunning, but I feel like it's very similar to the Dior one that I just got in the shade Cherry. Like, I feel like those tones are pretty much identical, and the Same one is just a little bit more powdery. There's a little bit more kick up, whereas the Dior one is just a little bit easier to work with for me because it is not as pigmented as this one, and I find that I can like build this up without going overboard, whereas this one you can go really overboard really quickly if you're not careful. So I liked both of them. The shades are like pretty much identical though, so I don't need both, and I'm gonna keep the Dior one instead of this one. These next two are also blushes that I enjoyed. There's one that's a little bit more enjoyed than the other, but this first one is the Bare Minerals bronzer in the shade Kiss of Rose. I think this is stunning. I love this blush so much. The next one is the Sephora colorful blush in the shade Charmed. Again, they're just really they both have like a glowy blush type of vibe, but I just think they're really similar to my Cover FX blushes in the shade Spice Cinnamon and Warm Honey. Like, I feel like they both are, I don't know, like in the same color family, and I just prefer the versatility of the Cover FX blushes because you do get the matte and the shimmer side, and you can like kind of play around with which one you prefer. So these are both beautiful blushes. I just have these, and these are pretty much this, but like a little bit more versatile. So I'm gonna get rid of these as well. Or not these, I'm keeping these. I am gonna declutter these as well. And the rest of the products I have here are all lip products. I am gonna try and swatch some of the more like lipstick type ones. So the first couple I'm getting rid of are these lip balms. This is the Kapari Lip Glossy in the shade Birthday Suit. I just don't love this. I don't think it's very hydrating. It leaves like a pretty shine, but the color is like a barely there type of color as well. It's just not my preferred formula. It's really thin if you really enjoy thin lip products, but for me, I prefer something a little bit more glossy, a little bit more juicy, because my lips are so dry all the time, and I find that this doesn't really do anything for my lips. The other product I'm getting rid of is from Coco Kind. This is the Tinted Lip Shield, and again, the formula is really thin. The tint is pretty. It's like very sheer, but again, it's really thin. I just need a little bit more hydration for my lips. This does have SPF in it. It has SPF 24. So if you're looking for a lip balm and you prefer that type of formula that has SPF in it, it also does kind of smell like sunscreen though. And I don't love having that scent on my lips. I know you're supposed to protect your lips with sunscreen. I usually don't, honestly, but yeah, I didn't love this, so I am gonna declutter it. I feel like someone else would get a lot more use out of this than I would. I actually have one more blush here. This was my mistake. This is the Kaja Whipped Dreams blush in the shade 04 Mocha Tart. I like this formula a lot. I think the formula is really nice, but the color is just not my preferred color. It's a little bit too deep for me for like the everyday, and I just prefer something a little bit more either like red or berry in undertone, whereas this one's a little bit more brown. So I think the formula is really nice if you have this in a different shade. Like, I do enjoy this. It's supposed to be an eye and cheek type of product, so if you're going for that monochromatic look type of thing, you might really like this. I just think this shade specifically is just not my preference anymore, and I have so many blushes in my collection that I don't think I would miss this, and I haven't used this in a really long time, so I just think it's better that someone else uses it and gets some love out of it. Now the rest of these are lip products, and I'm speaking kind of fast because my battery is about to die. So we're gonna go through this kind of quickly. The first thing I have here is the e.l.f. lip stain. This is in the shade Power Mauve. I do like the e.l.f. lip stains. They're very similar to like the Rare Beauty lip oil type of vibe, where they go on glossy and then like as it fades it leaves a stain behind. It doesn't have like the minty feeling of the Rare Beauty one. Anyway, this shade is really pretty. I have a different one in something pinky. Anyway, this one is just a little bit too bright for my preference. The stain at least is a little bit too dark for my preference. I just have like the other lip tints I have, lip stains I have are just colors that I prefer a little bit more. And again, I have a lot of lip products that I don't really use, and I would rather just give this away to someone who would use it, who would like it, and who would like that color on them. And I don't really see myself, like, I don't know, reaching for this shade specifically. So I'm gonna declutter it. Someone else will get a lot of love out of this one. The next product here is the Charlotte Tilbury matte lipstick in the shade Pillow Talk. This is a little mini of it, but I just hate that color on me. I hate the Pillow Talk color on me. I don't know. I know that it's like Charlotte Tilbury's staple color. It just never looks good on me. I hate the tone. It's like too much of like a cool tone pink. I really prefer like darker reds or berry tones, or like not this. I just really don't like this shade on me. I've tried it a couple different times. It never looks good on me. So I'm gonna declutter this. Someone else will get more use out of this than I will, and you know, it's just not my favorite. I don't know why I keep trying the Pillow Talk color. Well, I know it's because it's pretty much like a cult classic, so I feel like everyone loves that color. It just doesn't look good on me. This next item is the Supergoop lip sunscreen. This is in the shade Love You More. It's this really deep like red berry shade. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'm actually gonna keep this. It kind of smells like Burt's Bees, like the original Burt's Bees, where it's like a little bit mentholy, like a little bit minty. I like this color a lot. It's pigmented, way more pigmented than you would think for like a tinted lip balm type of thing, but that's quite a lot of pigment for a lip balm. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this actually, so ignore everything I just said. This next product is a shocker to me, I know, but it's the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip in the shade Strawberry. I don't reach for it, honestly. I don't love that pink on me. It's fine, but it's honestly so gloopy on my lips. I hate the way this applies. I can never get it to be even. Again, this shade isn't like my absolute favorite, but I like it well enough. Again, I have so many lip products and I just don't tend to reach for this, and I would just prefer to reach for something that I would use and would like more than this. So I'm gonna declutter this. There's still probably a decent amount of product in here, so I'm gonna give this to my cousin. I think she'd really like it. But yeah, it's just not my type of lip product, and I feel like it's just so gloopy, and I know it was like super popular like last year, and I just don't like it. It just didn't work for me. I'm gonna get rid of that as well. So that is everything that I am decluttering. There's like a good amount of products there. I am glad that I'm decluttering those because I honestly don't use them. I have other formulas in my collection that are very similar, or the shades are very similar, and I just don't need that many repeats, even if it is like a different brand type of thing, and some of these products just didn't work for me. So that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you aren't subscribed already. I hope you guys are having a great day today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!